Today on Better, wait until you meet this young man. What a gift he has, and he's only 9 years old.
Amazing. Plus, better style. It's the new Aztec print. You're going to see it everywhere, how you can wear it.
And an organization that provides a safe haven to hundreds of animals, how you can help. Your day is about to get better.
Look at them. Starting right now.
It's better this way. It's better this way. It's better this way. Today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday. You look very nice there in your coral or salmon or something.
I have to go speak today. I'm very nervous because they're asking me to talk about weather, which is something I don't really know too much about.
And you get so mad when I ask if you really know.
No, you know, they won stats about Superstorm Sandy and about the Alfred, the snowstorm we had in October of 2011. Like, I know what happened. I just don't know, you know, was it an emerging low pressure with convection and all that? So I think I might have to get a little technical here. So it's time to go to Wikipedia. I got to be honest with you.
Oh. I don't really like the technical. I just want to know, is it going to rain? Is it going to rain? After that wild day yesterday.
You know, exactly. I mean, I know the science. It happened 2 years ago. So now I got to go back and I got to look at what actually happened. There was the jet stream was significantly lower. There was a cold air mass in Canada. That was Alfred. So, you know, and who wants to listen to that? I don't know. I want to talk about myself. I want to talk about my favorite thing.
I want to talk about the movie Parkland on the Kennedy assassination. The 50th anniversary is coming up. Can you imagine your mother was pregnant with you when it happened?
November 23rd, was it?
23rd.
Was it November 22nd?
22nd. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Okay, but and they did say that in the movie. It's either so it's the 22nd. Okay, November 22nd. In fact, that was about Dennis was born December 18th, and he's always been fascinated.
He was born right after Kennedy was assassinated.
Right after. His mom was very pregnant, but he really wanted to go see it. It opened on Friday, and I have to say, obviously, you know how the ending happens, but this movie, for me, kept me gripped. A journalist wrote it. It was the first movie that this journalist ever done. Here's the trailer. It centers around Parkland Hospital in the moments as the president was rushed into the hospital. There's Zac Efron, right? We talked about him, former Disney star. And there's the nurse telling him, "Doctor, it's you. It's just you." He's a 28-year-old resident in charge of taking care of the president. That's it. It's him. It takes a while for any other doctors to come, the Secret Service, or I mean, it's just it's told in these. It's a really micro plot, but just to be in those rooms and all the details. And Tom Hanks says every detail that he put in the movie is absolutely verified. It's just wild.
I'm sitting here and I'm watching this, and I'm like, I have goosebumps. I mean, this. First of all, I love the detail to the attention of the clothing, you know, to get you back into that era. It was such a unique and specific era of style. And, you know, that accompanied with probably one of the most incredible stories in American history.
What they just showed with him burning the papers, that was a big part, which I never knew in the movie. The FBI agent had been following Lee Harvey Oswald, but like, following as if you follow a lot of crazy people who send letters. And his bosses were like, "You got a letter from the man who killed the president 2 weeks ago? You have a file on him?" And it only came out recently and in this movie, but his bosses ordered him after Lee Harvey Oswald was killed, he ordered him, burn the file. And he's like, "You're asking me to burn evidence." He goes, "Burn the file. There's not going to be a trial." You know, you're basically saying you're bringing shame on this organization. It looks like we were following the guy. We could have stopped it, that sort of thing. Interesting. I didn't even know that someone even knew who he was before it happened.
Exactly. Well,
so
you know,
it's a wild movie. And if you're interested in the Kennedy assassination, you think you know everything, or maybe you don't think you know anything. Either way, whatever kind of viewer you are, you're going to learn.
So many conspiracy theories, though, over the years have blurred the lines. Like, what is really the truth? And did Lee Harvey Oswald act alone?
Sure.
Did he do it? Did he do it?
And it doesn't go there. You could have whatever theories you want. I mean, this is really about what's happening in that. I mean, just like from the head nurse, there was no crucifix. And when it came time to get a priest, there was no crucifix. She ran to her locker and got the crucifix.
It's unbelievable.
And just, you know, all the details of what it was like to be in that room. And it was fascinating.
All right, an emotional journey for Valerie Harper, Dancing with the Stars. Who thought? Really? You're going to do that to somebody? You're going to do that to Valerie Harper?
Let her just finish.
Let her just dance her soul away. I don't care how bad she is.
She's 74 years old. She's battling terminal cancer. They vote her off.
Hang on, let's watch. Oh, here we go.
Valerie and Tristan.
It's so mean. You have that on your head. You kicked Valerie Harper off?
She's still smiling.
Oh, it's like kicking Jesus off the show. Come on, what are you doing? You know what I mean? It's terrible.
She hasn't been doing well, but still.
I wouldn't. If I were a judge, I would have been like, you could have no legs and you'd win that competition. I'm sorry, you win.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the karma from that.
No, I don't want that over my head. You win. That's it. She's in it. She wins.
Meaning, and another icon in American Hollywood, Casey Kasem, like the voice of the weekend.
This is Casey Kasem, and you're listening to America's Top 40. We have a long-distance dedication right now going out to someone in Alabama. They've missed their teeth, and they don't know where they are.
So he's 81 years old, poor guy, suffering in advanced stages of Parkinson's, and now his children are all suing his wife, saying that she's not letting them see their father, and they say they don't want his money, they don't want anything, they just want to be able to see it. So they're suing for joint conservatorship because they say they're having no access to their father and that they love him, he loves them, and so it's a whole big mess with the wife.
Unbelievable. And the daughter apparently called, and she put in for a long distance dedication, and she got hung up on. Sorry, that was very a little delayed. Thank you. I appreciate that. One woman in the audience. I appreciate that very much.
This is Casey Kasem, and you're listening to America's Top 40. America. Do you not listen to America Top 40 all the time now?
Of course.
On Sirius XM,
yeah.
You go right to the 70s station.
Yeah.
This is counting the hits across the land from 1974, and then they play "Knock 3 Times on the Ceiling." This is Casey. It's just unbelievable.
I know. Sometimes his songs are a little different than the rest of the world.
I don't know if you know, but Casey hit a little bit of a personality, I should say, behind the scenes.
Really?
Yeah, he got a little rough once, and they recorded the whole thing.
Oh, I remember that when that came out. Yeah. Yeah, that was not good.
You can YouTube it. It's one of the funniest things, because you hear, this is Casey, and then all of a sudden he's like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
He's like screaming behind the scenes. It is probably, everybody has an off day.
Yeah, Gary Craig, I have heard him play that.
Oh,
okay.
It is very, very funny. So anyway.
So, might there be another royal wedding? Prince Harry apparently really wants his girlfriend, Cressy. She's a blonde dancer. She's only 24, though, and she thinks it might be a little soon to wed.
You're kidding? She thinks, no! You got the prince coming after you. Marry him!
Well, according to some sources overseas, The Telegraph, Harry never stops talking about marriage and children, and now she has to get used to the idea. The wedding will likely take place next year. Next year? They say it's a race between Pippa Middleton and her beau, Nico Jackson. I would have liked it if Pippa got married to Prince Harry.
Yeah, I don't think
that would have just been cute.
Yeah, it would have been cute, but
no.
But I just think if the prince were interested, I would.
Well, you would think that, but he says
even
in
if
an
you
interview,
don't like him, you marry him.
Prince Harry, no, he says he's lamenting that it's difficult to date as a prince, and he says, I'm not so much searching for someone to fulfill the role, obviously, but finding someone who'd be willing to take it on.
Get the prince on the phone with me. I will date him in 6 seconds. He will never have to worry about anything. We'll live happily ever after. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's going to happen.
All right.
This is probably one of the best stories we've ever done here on Better Connecticut. Kara, what's happening?
Well, apparently, they might have to cancel Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I mean, there's only about 1.5 million viewers watching. It was 4 million before. America's apparently tired of all the scandals.
No more Kardashians. What am I going to do on, what night is it on?
I don't know. I've never seen it.
What's on Sunday?
On Sunday nights? This is what people are doing with their Sundays? God bless it. Take it off the air.
Go to church, go to the Kardashians. Go to church, go to the Kardashians. Oh, they said that the viewers have slipped. They only had 1.7 million viewers. Still, 1 million people are tuning in? And that's down from half.
It was up to 4.1. I just said all that.
4.1. Oh, you did? I'm sorry. I was busy crying.
It's okay.
I was busy crying. I'm sorry. I'm just so excited to see it. It might actually get canceled. I mean, they'll still live on in infamy, and I'm sure they'll have spin-offs. Although Kris Jenner's show didn't do well, right? And now they're saying, I'm sorry, did you mention that Bruce might divorce her?
No, I didn't get into any of that. I'm a little weak on my Kardashian trivia.
Bruce, it's saying here that Bruce is apparently fed up. All they do is fight on the show, and he's apparently hired an attorney, and that they might be divorcing.
Ay, ay, ay.
Could you? Now that would make the ratings go up. So they should just keep going.
Something else that affects way more people. The American Medical Journal does not have good news about what's in your chicken nuggets.
No, I don't think they ever had good news of what was. If you are eating a chicken nugget, then there's something.
I know, but every now and then, I mean, we don't eat a lot of fast food in my house either, but every now and then, if we did go to a fast food restaurant, I would get nuggets. They tested 2 nuggets from 2 fast food chains. They didn't say which one. And they found out that they only contained about 50% of what we would consider chicken, and the rest came from nerves,
fat, and blood vessels.
They dissected the nuggets, they stained them, and this was written up in an official medical study.
You know what? You put them in that special sauce and it all tastes delicious. Who cares? We were eating that pink meat. Weren't we churning out the pink meat?
Oh, yeah, that was gross too. Yeah.
I mean, who knows what we're eating, but 40% muscle. That
was the next nugget. The second one had only 40% of what you would think was chicken. The rest was fat, cartilage, and bone.
Bone, ground up bone.
That's why when they say processed meat, what's processed meat? It's the stuff that's left over.
Right, like the beak.
And they throw it in there.
The chicken beak. What are you eating? I'm eating the beak of a chicken.
I mean...
That is disgusting.
Well, it's going to be a lot harder to fake a $100 bill now.
Could we do the Red Sox fever? Very funny.
Oh, really? Okay.
Very funny. Dear Jude, this is the teacher. This is a parent up in Massachusetts. Please allow Brian to be dismissed at 11:45 a.m.
Yes. He has Red Sox fever and needs to visit Fenway for the cure. Please note, if they lose today and tomorrow, please expect grumpy child syndrome to be present on Monday.
This is a note to a teacher. You know how you say, I need to take my son out of school, he has an ear doctor appointment or something? No, he's got Red Sox fever and needs to go to Fenway to see the game.
Fondly, Carrie, the insane baseball mom. So cute. The teacher said it was okay, and good mom. She said she still made it back. All he missed was recess and choice time, which would have been on a Friday chess.
Marnie, is Marnie directing? Marnie, how are the Pirates? How are we doing? Game 5 is tomorrow, and where are we in the standings here?
2-2.
They're tied. Oh, it's 2-2? Ooh, it's 2-2. All right, we're rooting for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We're rooting for the Pirates this year.
We are not.
Yes. We're rooting for the Pirates.
I'm rooting for the Red Sox.
No, because the person who's running this show is a huge Pirates fan, and if you want this train to go off the tracks, you will root for the Red Sox. So I'm going Pirates.
I love you, Marnie. I really do, but I live with Dennis. All right. My Tigers are out, yeah. I'm sorry. So if you're tired of the posed, stiff, cheesy family portraits, how about this? Take a look at his dad. He's a wedding photographer. He started taking photos of his 2 little daughters back in 2006 when his mom was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. The girls were constantly sick with colds and coughs, and they couldn't visit him. So they caught all of these things. They were doing all these pictures because they couldn't bring the germs to see them.
They couldn't see grandma, so he started this blog, and he started chronologizing his kids in several different, I can never say that word either.
I'm not sure which word you're trying to say.
Chronologons. Well, chronically, what is it? Chronically. He was but wasn't he chronicling the photos or something? And this is, like, look at how fun, though. He's.
Oh, my God, that's the best.
So this is great. You know, something you might want to do. And you know what I always recommend people do? This is like another little Haney self-hand side. You have the same photos in your frames forever. Go through your box and switch out the photos once a month. Take new photos out of your old. I have so many photos in my box that I never see. We look at the same photo for 40 years.
Jamie's echoing exactly what I'm thinking. Who has time to change your photos once a month?
Take out a couple of photos and swap them out. It'd be something to look at nice,
That's why I like when Melissa did the Pinterest craft. It was a picture frame with you just write on it and you can write different messages.
Yeah, that's kind of cool too.
Yeah, I do on my desk of my kids' photos. If you take them out, it goes all the way back to like infants. I've never taken. They're just like stacked on top of each other.
All right, coming up, we have a great show for you today. We're going to show you how you can wear one of the season's hottest trends. Kara's got it on.
I do not.
I like that.
That's the Aztec print. It's everywhere, all over the runway.
And look at this. Prudence is here. She's making a delicious and easy dessert.
Crepes.
Crepes. There's nothing bad about a crepe.
Crepes Scotette.
I love it. Better Connecticut's back in 2 minutes. Stay with us.